Hey, what's going on, guys? Neil here, bringing you a brand new video. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Ethereum's move from proof of work to proof of stake. So, I'm going to talk about the differences between proof of work and proof of stake and what that means for Ethereum going forward. So, what is proof of work or proof of stake? I have some articles here pulled up to kind of help guide me through this process with you guys. Um, so let's get right into it. So these are the two major consensus mechanisms cryptocurrencies use to verify new transactions, add them to the blockchain, and create new tokens. So proof of token, so I just kind of went over that, right? E2 blockchain is moving over to proof of stake. So proof of work is a crypto consensus mechanism first used by Bitcoin. Proof of work and mining are closely related. The reason it's called proof of work is because the network requires a huge amount of processing power. Proof of work blockchains are secure and verified by virtual miners around the world, racing to be the first to solve a math puzzle. So they have some powerful advantages. It's a proven, robust way of maintaining a secure, decentralized blockchain. More miners are incentivized to join the network, increasing its power and security. Because of its amount of processing power involved, it becomes impractical for any individual or group to meddle with the valuable cryptocurrency's blockchain. So, let's jump right into proof of stake. Ethereum's developers understood from the beginning that proof of work would present limitations in scalability that would need to be overcome. And indeed, as Ethereum powered DeFi protocols have surged in popularity, the blockchain has struggled to keep up while causing fees to spike. While the Bitcoin blockchain mostly just has to process incoming and outgoing Bitcoin transactions, Ethereum's blockchain also has to process a vast array of DeFi, stablecoin, smart contracts, NFT minting and sales, and whatever innovations developers come up with in the future. Their solution has been to build an entirely new E2 blockchain, which began rolling out in December 2020. So it's been very delayed and should be finished in fall 2022, which now it is finished. So this upgrade will be a faster, less resource intensive mechanism. Cryptocurrencies like Cardano, Tezos, Atmos all use proof of stake already. The goal is to maximize speed and efficiency while lowering fees, right? So in the past, when using Ethereum, either let's say sending it from me to someone else, or even from my wallet to one of my wallets to another wallet, the fees were pretty heavy. And then obviously when minting NFTs, the fees were really heavy. So and then obviously the transaction time also slowed down, especially when the market was really clogged. Peak times of the day, let's say 3 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So the goal is this proof of stake is to make it so exactly what I just said. It's going to be maximize speed and efficiency and lower fees. So some of the major differences is energy consumption. So that's really what I want to talk about in this article. Is one of the biggest differences between proof of stake and proof of work is the amount of electricity used. A big complaint from crypto critics is electricity use. Proof of work uses significantly more energy because of its authentication model that uses high-powered computers. So you need high-powered mining cards along high-powered graphics cards, to mine crypto. And on top of that, you're going to need at least something to power that all, right? Some sort of motherboard or actual desktop, right? So it definitely uses a ton of electricity, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not really a ton. Proof of work, miners must complete equations. Once a miner gets a blockchain, the system relies on miners to follow the rules and be trustworthy. However, if a group of one miners gains more than 50% control, they can prevent transactions from being confirmed and can also spend coins twice, fraud known as double spending. Proof of stake differs because only that allows miners to validate blocks they have security deposit or stake. If attackers try to dishonest processes, they lose their stake. There's no real benefit for cryptocurrency attackers to disrupt the blockchain because they can't double spend coins or steal coins without losing their initial investment. So they can't lose their initial stake, or they can't steal coins and do double spend without losing their initial investment. So it kind of deters people to do that to begin with. So let's kind of talk about what has happened since the merge, right? From validators to issuance fees, here's what Ethereum looks like now post merge. This is a really good article from CoinDesk, so shout out Sam Kessler for providing us with this info. This data is going to be from 2 weeks ago, but this is going to be from right after the merge. So it's a big shift. 41,000 people were watching it live. I'm pretty sure it happened very late night. Yeah, staying up until 3 a.m. So that's actually a lot of people. it kind of felt like waiting for the ball to drop in Times Square for, big crypto or Ethereum enthusiasts. So first thing, and the most obvious thing, was that had an impact on the network's energy usage. So switching from mining to staking meant ripping out precisely the component of blockchain tech that gives it a bad environmental reputation. So now all these environmental people can't come at Ethereum at least as much anymore. So Justin Drake, a researcher at Ethereum Foundation, told CoinDesk he predicted that the merge, by shifting the second largest blockchain network to a more efficient mechanism, would decrease global energy use by 0.2%. I know 0.2% doesn't sound like a lot, but we're talking on a global scale right now. Statistics been disputed. Of course, mining proof of work blockchains is unlikely to become profitable unless for most Ethereum mining outfits to continue operating. So people are going to be these big Ethereum miners, these big whales, they're moving elsewhere, and that caused a big bump down in the price, which we'll get into here in a second here. And there's been a fork. Of course, there's always forks when things like this happen. That's not really the super important thing. Important thing is that it's slowly increasing energy costs. We don't have the actual data yet, really. Next up, new validators. Ethereum's new validator system usher in new casts or characters responsible for keeping the chain up and running. Excuse me. With these new characters came new concerns around the network centralization. So this is huge right here. If you have 32 ETH, you can play a role in the network. And people like Coinbase, made it so you can kind of crowdsource this and become validators, almost like crypto equivalent of fractional shares. So as you can see, Lido, Coinbase, and Kraken control more than 50% of stake. So centralization is not just a proof of stake problem, though. He followed up with his original tweet noting that Bitcoin, which continues to use proof of work, also has issues with centralization. No, dear Bitcoin fans, not better than in Bitcoin. In fact, you only need 4 entities to come to greater than 72%. So actually, Bitcoin is even more centralized by the top holders than Ethereum right now. Even though the top holders of Ethereum are quite large, obviously, and a lot of them are exchanges, as you can see here, except for this one that's unknown. Yeah, it's hard to make a one-to-one comparison, obviously, because there's computers owned and individual miners, and staking pools include stake ETH from a mix of holders. Stakers won't be able to move their stake until Ethereum's Shanghai update, which is still 6 to 12 months out, meaning your coins are locked up, which is one thing I don't personally like, so I'm not staking my ETH. Not on any lockup time. I've never done any stakes with any lockup time, actually. But if you're willing to do that, obviously, you're going to see some sort of return if everything goes to plan. So the final thing, and most important thing in my opinion, is to reduce issuance. The most visible on-chain impact of the merge has been the issuance rate of ETH, the network's native cryptocurrency. With Ethereum's update to proof of stake, the network has drastically reduced the amount of new issuance issued with every block. In the long term, due to a burning mechanism introduced with the network upgrade EIP 1559, it's a possibility that may make Ethereum deflationary, but it's definitely not there yet. So it's been about 95% less ETH has been issued under the new proof of stake versus proof of work. So this is going to be Ethereum right now. How much supply is coming in since the merge? This is going to be Bitcoin, so you can see a lot higher, but normally Ethereum would be well above Bitcoin, double the supply in percentage terms, right? Now, this is a massive drop from increasing the supply in 4% since the merge, which it would have been if it was proof of work. It's only 0.2%. So, price of ETH has dropped significantly, but for ETH holders, reduced issuance can be heralded as one of their main reasons to remain hopeful. Less ETH in circulation means every individual token is theoretically more valuable. Exactly. So, with a more limited supply, if demand goes up, that's going to make that token even more valuable. So I think this is super important to understand that what the difference is between proof of work and proof of stake and what it means for Ethereum. So I hope I was able to help you guys out with that. Real quick, let's jump into the chart here. As you can see, leading up to the merge, it was a big buy the news, sell the rumor event. If anyone was able to catch this dip, which I was able to buy some back here around the 1,000 range. We had a nice 2x pump here, but we're all the way back down to about the 1,300 range. As you can see, the days leading up to the merge, we had a big dump, and that was kind of expected. with the next halving for Bitcoin being in 2024 and the current macro landscape right now, I don't see equities like stocks or assets like crypto really sending it into a bull market anytime soon. But I could see Ethereum definitely you know being range bound somewhere from 900 to 2000 for the rest of the year. I know it's a big range, obviously, but in crypto, that's not the craziest thing ever. And I definitely think in 2024, when Bitcoin has the next halving, and theoretically that's when the next bull market will be, I think Ethereum will continue to perform well. Do I think it will outperform Bitcoin? It's the top Bitcoin competitor, and it's going to pass in market cap. I really don't know. What I do know is that Ethereum serves a completely different purpose of Bitcoin, so it's good to understand both, and it's always good to understand what you're investing in. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Sorry for the couple yawns throughout it. I'm just still waking up here, but I appreciate you guys supporting. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe, and check out the links below. If you want to earn 6 free stocks, Webull has probably got the best promotion right now. You can just get 6 free stocks just for signing up and depositing $1. So definitely check that out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks.